all appearances are empty, in that they can all be destroyed or extinguished in some way. Water dries up, evaporates, disappears. Solid objects can be destroyed by fire, and the flames themselves eventually burn out and are extinguished. The whole universe vanishes at some point, destroyed by 7 fires and one immense deluge. In this way, all appearances are ultimately empty. Mind is also ultimately empty, but its way of being empty is not the same as that of appearances. Mind can experience anything, but it cannot be destroyed. Its original nature is the Dharmakaya of all Buddhas. You cannot actually do anything to mind. You can't change it, wash it away, bury it, or burn it. What is truly empty, though, is all the appearances that appear to the mind. Because all these appearances are ultimately empty and will vanish completely, we really don't have to worry about them or analyze them too much. They're really just a magical display, just like when demons conjure up some magic to fool you. All appearances are a magical display, experienced only by mind. In fact, we can say that the experiencing of appearances is the magical display of mind. The 3 kayas are primordially present in one moment. They are not something that can temporarily be made or manufactured by anyone. Self-existing wakefulness is the realized state of all Buddhas from the very beginning. It is primordial. Self-existing wakefulness is in all beings. It simply needs to be known. Our chance to do so comes when it is introduced to us by a qualified master. Our inherently present wakefulness is not something we'll find in the future, nor something we had in the past. It's present right now. And it's something that we don't have to accept or reject. Don't do anything to it. Don't adopt it. Don't avoid it. Don't entertain any hope or fear about it. Don't try to change it or alter it or improve it in any way. It is not necessary at all. Recognizing self-existing wakefulness is not the same as looking at the thinking mind, which means simply to notice what is occurring in one's mind. Now I am happy. Now I am sad. And after noticing, we get involved again in whatever is taking place within our confused thinking. Sentient beings roam about in samsara in exactly this fashion, by chasing after their own thoughts. When they feel happy, they get engrossed in that and laugh and laugh. When they feel sad, they sit and cry. What I have been explaining here is the theory, the intellectual understanding. But really, it's necessary to gain some personal experience in what I'm talking about here. Explaining the theory of mind essence is like describing different delicious cuisine, Indian food, Chinese food, or whatever, and explaining what each one tastes like. You get an intellectual idea of what it probably tastes like, but you can hear 100 lectures and still have only an idea. Once you take a single bite into your mouth and it touches your tongue and palate, you taste the flavor. At that moment, you gain genuine confidence regarding the real taste of that food. That is called experience, when we actually know that this tastes pretty good or that tastes disgusting. Experience is the point at which we know it by ourselves. To leave the view as mere theory is useless. We hear the statement in Buddhism that everything is empty and devoid of any true existence, from the aggregate of physical form up to and including the state of omniscient enlightenment. This is universally renowned as the main principle of Buddhism. To hear this and to comprehend it is to get the idea as intellectual understanding. Actually, the Buddha taught this not from an intellectual standpoint but out of his own experience, that everything from the aggregate of form up to complete enlightenment is empty and devoid of true existence. But the hearer of this might say, all right, the Buddha said everything is empty and devoid of self-entity, and he might go on to think, well then, good or evil are also empty, so what does it matter how I act? That is a severely wrong view. If merely believing something was enough, then why not think, I am fully enlightened Buddha? Would that be good enough? Are you enlightened by simply believing yourself to be enlightened? It's not enough to merely get the idea of the view as a theory. To receive the pointing out instruction is to experience mind essence. The experience is like putting the food in your mouth. Without doing that, there's no way to taste it. Once you eat the food, you know whether it's delicious or awful. That is the experience. Experience is the adornment of Rigpa. When it comes to Rigpa, only experience is useful. To leave it as theory is not going to help anything. If it would, we could sit around and say, the Lama says such and such about emptiness, so that's probably how it is, but we would never know for sure what emptiness is. That is called theory. Experience of the view is when you recognize the nature of your own mind. When giving and receiving the pointing out instruction, one should first chant refuge and bodhisattva. This teaching is not some superficial teaching. It is the real thing. Even though it is the ultimate teaching, one still chants refuge and bodhisattva. It is thanks to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha that we can recognize the true object of refuge. The Buddha's words, the Dharma, are written down as texts, and the noble Sangha are the people who have been upholding, maintaining, and propagating this teaching until now. Next, it is the tradition to imagine your root guru at the crown of your head and make a deep felt supplication. The original father of all Buddhas is Samantabhadra, who represents the Dharmakaya. Sambhogakaya is called the five Buddhas, while the Nirmanikayas are the lords of the three families, Manjushri, Avalokiteshvara, and Vajrapani. The transmission line from these Buddhas to you is like water flowing from the top of the mountain down to here. If it is not interrupted anywhere along the line, the water will flow right out of your water tap. Similarly, if the lineage has not been broken anywhere, something called the single uninterrupted transmission of instruction comes out of your present guru and is received by you. In this way, the blessings of the three kayas of the Buddhas are unbroken as well. This is the reason to supplicate your root guru. Simply let mind recognize itself, like cutting through the thinking. That is called the view of Treksho, the thorough cut. It's thorough in the same way that a piece of string is cut entirely through into two pieces that are completely disconnected. This emptiness is not something we imagine by meditating. It is naturally and originally so. There is no need to merely think it is empty. Simply remain, without imagining or thinking anything. The moment you think now it is empty, a thought has already snuck in. This is unnecessary. This continual process of forming concepts and being attached is itself the root of samsara. You don't have to think, this is nice, or this is not right. Be free from even a hair tip of conceptual thought. This is called recognizing present wakefulness. Treksho is also called 4 parts without 3. The way to be free is free from the 3 parts that are the conditioned thoughts of past, present, and future. The 4th moment is the timeless great moment. In it, the linking up of consciousness, sense organ and sense object is cut through. Once this link is broken, the chain of samsara is broken. Self-existing wakefulness needs to recognize itself. Treksho, the thorough cut, severs the samsaric connection. There is only the gap of empty air between. Remain without following the past, without planning the future. The Buddha described this moment of recognizing mind nature: no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no texture, no mental object. Mental objects are called dharmas in Sanskrit, but the word here doesn't mean the sacred Dharma teachings, it means phenomena. This self-existing wakefulness, in which there is no thing to see, is exactly what is called emptiness, shunyata. There are 2 different kinds of empty and emptiness. Space is empty. Can space, which is completely empty, see itself? Mind, on the other hand, is emptiness. What we need to see is emptiness in actuality, not something hidden. We need to see emptiness, and that which sees is our cognizant quality. At the moment of seeing emptiness, isn't it true that there is not even as much as a hair tip to see? This is what Rangjung Dorji, the third Karmapa, meant when he said, when looking again and again into indivisible mind, the fact that there is no thing to see is clearly and vividly seen as it is. Vividly seen as it is means, in actuality, not hidden. Mind essence in actuality, as it is vividly seen the very moment you look. If we, on the other hand, sit and think, oh, mind is probably empty like space, that is only imagination. We don't need to do that. We don't have to imagine that mind is empty. It is so in actuality. When you see it as it is, you see it is already empty. Mind is in essence empty. However, it has a cognizant nature of clearly knowing whatever is at any moment. These two aspects, being empty and being cognizant, are a primordial unity. You don't need to grasp that mind essence as something like you, the subject, knowing that an object. Empty and cognizant are a natural unity, just as water is naturally wet and fire is naturally hot. There is no need for an observer and something observed, or for the making of the thought, now I see it. That would be holding a concept in mind. Recognize the thinker and the thought vanishes by itself, because a thought has no inherent stability. Every thought is empty. When you truly look at it, it can only vanish naturally. Once you truly discover this, there is no need to look here and there. Just let be.